Hey guys, I'm Colwen. This is another Transformers. I got Transformers Titan Returns Alpha Trion. This is Titan Returns take on basically Transformers God, Transformers Jesus, whatever you want to identify him as. He's the guy that made Optimus Prime and helped to get the Autobots started as a group. And you can turn him around and he's got weird kibble on the back. He's got open spots in his legs and stuff, and he's interesting with the shoulder, the lion shoulders. Let's bring in my comparison shots. We got Film Noir Spider-Man. We got Soda Can. We've got the car robots. He's got all those red and silver. He's got this wicked looking sword. And this back here becomes his little Titan vehicle guy. I'll show that off in a minute. But it's a triple barrel blaster cannon thing. It's cool. This sword is molded in this orange translucent plastic. And the hilt is painted in this dark purple to match his own purple. Articulation. He's got the swivel here at the base of his neck, and then you can push these horn things down. Come on. And get the other, well, alright. They don't want to stay down, but the button for the horns is right here in the middle of the chest. Articulate, okay, we're still doing articulation. He's got the swivels at the shoulders. He's got an in and out hinge. He's got it above the elbow swivel and a decent look. He's got a very 90-degree plus on that elbow bend there. No waist articulation. That's definitely for the transformation. He's got bowl jointed hips. No, not bowl jointed. I'm sorry. He's got universal jointed hips, and this cod piece flap moves out of the way. He's got an at the hip swivel. He's got a decent knee bend, and he's got these ankles going on here. Now, yes, his legs look similar to someone else, don't they? They do. Let me go ahead and bring in one more comparison before we get into the transformation. And yeah, so this is an odd case of sharing parts, but not sharing the entire mold. So, like, the arm components up here, the elbows themselves and the upper arms, they copied those over. But it's mainly the legs, the upper thighs. Okay, they remolded the upper thighs. You can see they changed the upper thighs. And they did changes to the front of the legs. But the side here is pretty much the same parts. Interesting stuff. And we'll be bringing, we'll bring Tidal Wave, not Tidal Wave, Broadside back in for some other shots in a moment. So let's go ahead and get into the his lion mode. Yes, he has a lion mode. Let me go ahead and take off his Titan Master as it begins to full force because it's no longer being controlled. There's the head up close. There he is in his robot mode. And we can go ahead and sit him down. You can have his little flying car thingy. I like how many options were available with the Titan Masters. There's a lot of playability with them, a lot of inner swappability. Can you go in there, please? Okay, so like those things. Oh, there we go. There we go. So what do we got here now? Oh, this part here hinges on a double hinge. We got the backpack here, double hinge, swing that over. Then we can bring around the shoulders on these other double hinges. And everything's going to collapse together there. Turn the arms around to where we got... Okay, so take the arm here. Arm is here, right? Turn the arm to where it's facing underneath, and it makes the teeth of the lion and the lower half of the mane. Then, using the double hinges, swing everything back and around, and then there's these slots here and these tabs here, and then there's other tabs and slots on the sides of the lion half. Sides, different halves of the lion head. There we go. So then we come down here. Let's go ahead and break his foot off again. Bring the front lion legs forward. Then this all back here. So this is still him facing forward. We folded everything back to make the lion head in the front half of the lion. So using these hinges here, you're going to unfold that. This little peg is going to go into that little hole right there. And then that's that. Make sure the cockpit thing is pushed down flush, because there's these tabs here that are going to go into these slots here in the front of his leotard thing. Close the feet over. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Close the feet over. Bring down. And there we have him in his very interesting lion mode. Can we mount the sword anywhere? Like down there under his belly, I think. He can hold it in his mouth. I know that. Hold on. Yes, there's that. And we can... There's these little slots here and these little tabs here. There we go. So yeah, we have him in his lion mode, and he's an interesting, weird, techno-organic lion with a sword hanging out of his mouth. Like, I like the way he's got this cool little horn going on there, and like the lion mode head is interesting with the silver mane, and he's got all this techno molded in detail stuff going on. There's no articulation. Like, yeah, you've got the hips back here from the legs. But, like, well, what are you really going to do with it? Like, he's going to kick his legs out a little bit. He's not going to bring his legs forward. Come on, what? Maybe you can get going with that. And, like, yeah, they molded in some articulation in his front legs. But, yeah, no. And this part right here, this cockpit thing, yeah, you could use it here in this mode. But it's really more for the last mode that we're going to get into after we do the comparison shots. Can I get you to transform correctly? There we go. Let's bring in Film Noir Spider-Man next to the kitty. We got Soda Can. Get those guys back out of the way. And we've got the car robots. And even though this makes absolutely no sense, if anything, this shows the differences in how they use those back legs. They use the back legs as actual legs, and here they use it as a pile of junk. Okay, so let's go ahead and get him into his Space Cruiser mode, which is actually the best of the two alt modes. We're going to split the sides of the lion mode in half. We're going to swing everything back to the side that it was, and then flip them over. You're going to take these lion mode arms, and you're going to swing them backwards. Well, first, pull the legs away. Actually, leave them out for right now. Pull the legs away. Straighten out the lion mode legs. Turn. Bring in the back lion legs. Stretch out the robot mode feet. So you're going to turn the legs to where they're facing each other, they're facing the backs to each other, and the bottom of the feet to each other, and then peg those together. Peg the legs. Okay, put the bring the animal legs down and out of the way. Peg the leg, the torso, the waist back in. Flip these panels over and out to cover up and connect everything together. This is how those shoulders go. So they just go back to the way they were in robot mode, but you don't unbring down the hands. Let's bring down this fin here to help stabilize things. Make sure everything's all pegged in. Bring forward the command pod. And here we have his Space Cruiser mode. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Let's go ahead and arm him up. Let's give him his triple-barreled cannon of doom. That's funny. Let's open up the cockpit and stick the Titan Master in there. Got that nice orange glowing cockpit. And we can mount the sword. Oh, okay, so this tab right here is going to get in the way. Oh, wait, can I just tab that straight down? Okay, yeah. I thought that maybe this tab would fit into this slot right here, but it won't fit. And you're going to want to put the sword on this side over here so that that tab doesn't interfere with putting the sword down. And yeah, so like the underside, there's not a whole lot of kibble hanging down underneath. You can actually flip down these lion mode paws to use as landing gear, and then you can stand on that fin up there. We got this whole landing deck thing going on, which is really cool. We've got the orange cockpit. Let's go ahead and stand. Can I get that? No, okay, let's bring in the Spider-Man and the soda can. And bring in the cars. And the final comparison with Broadside. And Broadside still turns out noticeably longer because of swinging that airplane cockpit over. But they still kind of look pretty good together. This one's definitely more science fiction based, and this was much more realistic based. And you can see that really the only thing they share predominantly is those leg parts. So, should you track down your own Titan Return Alpha Trion, the robot mode is good, the spaceship mode is good. I don't know what they were thinking with that lion mode, but all around it's not a terrible looking figure. We even got like little blaster ports or missile ports molded in the front up here. That's kind of cool. So it's been Colwen talking about Transformers Titan Return Voyager class Alpha Trion. It's a decent figure. Maybe go get one. Thanks for watching.